Hello one and all, I'm on the TI99 and I'm just about to play a little game called Miner 2049er, which shows older folk like myself will know quite well. It's quite a famous game back in the day. And hang on a minute, because I just need to fix my focus, and I have discovered I can adjust the brightness on my camera, so there we go. Could have done a lot better with some of my other videos, but never mind. Anyway, that's us there. We are Bounty Bob, and our objective is to colour in all of the floor. As you can see, when he walks over it, he paints it into this yellow colour. And once you've covered everything, that's the level done, and we move on to the next one. There are enemies and there's also obstacles and slides and things, so it's quite a good game and there's a lot of levels. And if you stick around till the end, I'll show you the cartridge because it's quite interesting on the TI99 because it's different from all of the other ones. But anyway, for now let's just jump into the game. So here we go. Now, what I just walked over there, I killed a little baddie. When you pick up these little items, like these, it will give you a few seconds of immunity, and at that point the enemies are vulnerable as well, so you can just walk into them and kill them, which is quite handy. So you can see me painting the floor as I go. On these little bits I'm walking up to now, those pinky bits, that's a slide, and if you land on that it will shoot you down through to the bottom, which doesn't hurt you or anything like that, but it can be a real pain when you're trying to finish a level off and then suddenly you get shot right away down to the bottom. You've got to take a long route around. So if you're slow like that, you can kind of avoid sliding down. So yeah, it's not anything like a sort of manic minery type game. It's a lot more sort of laid back than that, but it's quite pleasant. You know, you just got to, it's all about planning your route around really, and precise jumps. You move a lot quicker when you jump, so times like there, you want to sort of zoom on along there. If I get this bit right and not slide down this side, I should be able to finish this level in a nice quick time. See, that's what you're not. Oh. This is what I mean. Sometimes you start sliding down through and it just makes it a lot longer. And as you can see in the top right corner, you do get bonus for the quicker you finish it. So yeah, it's one of these games where the object is to finish it as quick as possible. And once I go down here, I should slide down and finish the level off. There we go. So that's the first one done. And there it's racking up my bonus points which were left over. Just have a quick beer a minute. Right, so here we are on level 2. So again, go and get that iron there. Now we can kill him. And if I'm quick, I might be able to... I don't know, sometimes you can headbutt the enemies from underneath. That looks like you can jump up, but if you'd notice my feet aren't quite high enough, so got to go up and around for that. Go. Ooh, left it fine there. So already on this level, it starts taking a little bit more planning to how you're going to go around, but it is quite straightforward. When you get to the third level, it gets a lot more difficult. Should better get this guy. That ride just dropped there. That's usually about as far as you can drop without dying. Get both these two. Right, zoom across and get this guy, and then it's just a matter of just finishing off the paint there. So that's that one done, nice straightforward level. Then we start getting challenging. It was 1983 this game, so it looks quite basic, but there's a lot of gameplay in here, a lot of different maps and things. So there's plenty to keep you busy. So yeah, now it takes a bit more. You've got to be a bit more careful on this level. second. Oh shit! There you go. See, you can die quite easy if you don't get your jump quite perfect or try to jump to a wrong platform. That's it. And the little items that you pick up to basically kill the enemies. If you pick up the wrong one at the wrong time, you can be a bit snookered as well. Right, so that's so far so good. Oh shit! Jumped too far again. Right, last life. See if I can do it on this one. I've done this level before since I've picked it back up, but I can't quite remember how I did it now. Obviously I could go up left hand side and do that bit first, but oh I died again. So there we are. So that's game over. I won't show you any more of the game because it goes on, but yeah, there's a lot to the levels. Actually, it might even show us a little bit. If I wait for a minute, it might even give a little sneak peek of some of the levels, I think. I'll just leave that for a second. I'll pause it while it does this bit, and I'll unpause it when it starts showing the other levels. Right, so I unpaused it. This is just in demo mode where it's basically showing some of the other levels that you get. So yeah, as you can see, you've got little moving platforms and that as well. It's a very good game. There is a lot to it on this one. Some good old slides to go around there. And once all the bonus points have gone in the top right, you will die. You have to complete it within that time limit. And yes, as you can see, it does cram a lot of levels in for TI99. You don't normally get as many levels of this on these sorts of games. But that will come into it when I show you the cartridge in a minute. So yeah, there we are, that's that. So now I'll just show you the cartridge while I was talking about it, because I'll just take off the lock there. These are your typical, obviously it's not Frogger I'm playing at the moment, but these are your typical sort of cartridges, which they're always, you know, slightly different shapes. Some of them, like these Parker Brothers, are a little bit different, but they're all the same at this end. You know, typical cartridges, and they slide up what people call the runway and push in there. But Miner 2049 is one of few games which actually plug into the expansion port. And this lip here basically is so it rests, the idea is it's resting on a desk or on a table rather than in thin air like here, but it's quite stable, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, so there it is. As you can see, it's a completely different shape cartridge. And the reason behind these is so that they could put some extra additional memory inside the cartridge. I think they've got an extra 16K or something like that. So that's basically allows them, that's why there's a lot of levels in this game. And I think it's quite for its time, it was quite an advanced version of Miner 2049. Or if you look at other versions of it, the TI99 was pretty good. But yeah, TigerVision, like I said, they did this, and they also did SBL, which was a shooting game, which wasn't a very good one, but it's one I'd like to own. It's quite rare, so I'll probably never have that one. So yeah, there we are. So that just slots in there, and you've got to make sure to play it. You've got to make sure your cartridge isn't actually, this one isn't slotted in. Otherwise, I'll show you what will happen if I got that one plugged in. Then it'll basically recognise. Oh, well, it hasn't at all this time, but it'll recognise a cartridge, just standard cartridge rather than the side one. Yeah, there we are. Look, Parks, that's for Parker Brothers. You'll notice it doesn't actually show Miner 2049 at all until I unplug Frogger there. So yeah, quite an interesting little thing there for the TI99. Some people say the other reason they did this is to get around when Texas Instruments brought out an updated version of a TI99 in a beige case. There were some software carts, third-party ones, which were blocked, so they wouldn't actually load on a computer. And with these side port ones, apparently that would sort of get around that. So that's another sort of theory. But yeah, anyway, that's enough of me rambling on. But that is Mine 2049er on a TI99. And thanks a lot for watching. I'll catch you another time, and that is all.